It's about time. You've been live for 15 seconds. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Drone Therapy, Season 7, Episode 8, Homecoming. And if you read in the description, it was telling you about how I had run out of ideas for the Star Trek-themed episodes, and they really did good. They caught on great with YouTube to begin with, but they seemed to kind of fade as it went along. So, anyway, to give everybody an idea of what's going on, first off, I guess it would be proper to greet all the wild and crazy people who came into the chat to begin with. We got USA Drone Flyer, Captain Joe America, Akira Show, Leonard Oglesby, Drone Nation, Ron Brown happens to be here too, the Grumpy Vlogger, let's see, I want to make sure, Steven Drones, Andrew Silver Fox, have I missed any more names? Angel's here and there, So Vaint Ants, hey, glad to have you in the house, and hey, Mike's here, Night Train. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about tonight was upcoming meetups and events, past events that people have attended. Maybe see if we know any new news about that. Upcoming events like the Florida event and stuff like that. And the reason I called it Homecoming is because everybody kind of, like, once you get around your drone buddies and stuff and you're flying and you're all hanging out and you're laughing, you kind of get that homey feeling, you know, like no matter where you are, you kind of get that I'm at home feeling, you know, because you're comfortable with your friends, you're comfortable flying your drones and stuff. So that's why the theme of the episode is what it is. So tonight we're actually going to discuss the various meetups and how friendships have blossomed. Dennis! Holy shit, Dennis! What's up, Dennis? Hey, good to see you, buddy. I hadn't seen Dennis in here in forever. Johnny's in the house. Alicia B., good to see you, ma'am. Dom, Northside Hawk, Bill Hooper Outdoors, Chuck Kovaction also in the Haiti Housey. But anyway, so I know each one of these gentlemen has their own special story about a drone meetup that they themselves have attended and what they might have gained from that, and I would like them to express, do you all understand what I'm talking about when you're flying with friends and stuff and you're hanging out, no matter where you are, it kind of feels like home? Does that make any sense to you guys? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I was kind of wanting to get to, the homecoming and kind of sharing kind of thing. Caleb is here, so I was going to let him kind of take the floor here after a while. Well, maybe towards the end, because we want people to pay more attention to our drone meetup than the other ones. So, so anyway, so we will discuss those kind of things. But what I wanted to do, I know Maddie was going to come in, but I know that Ron, you've attended the Florida drone meetup before. Mike, have you been to the Florida drone meetup also?
I've been to both of them.
Okay, so so kind of give us, since we know that's up and coming very soon, kind of give us like a kind of an idea of what happened. Okay, Ron, first off, I'm going to go with you. Tell me what happened when you landed and okay, I know you're snowbirding, but let's just let's pretend that you flew in that day. Okay, when you arrive at the hotel there, what was it like? What did you do? Did you hook up with some other friends? Did you go do some flying early? What about that? What did you do, Ron?
Yeah, well, the first Florida drone meetup, I did not stay at the official hotel. They really didn't have an official hotel, but I stayed at a hotel that was only like a couple miles away from the event. So I was close to most guys. But the second year I got the full experience, I stayed at the official Hampton Hotel, and I got there early, so I saw everybody kind of arriving. I was one of the first ones there. So you see a lot of people. You meet new people that you don't know, whatever. Some people who've been at meetups before, like Spit Up, and then some people from the Florida meetup. Again, some people you just know online. So it's just getting to know, catching up with old friends, new friends.
I got my new T-shirt. Sorry.
That's okay. And Bill, in the middle of all this, Can I show this real fast? Well, I think
Hang on.
But anyhow, the new Fly app update came to the controller, but I've already talked too much, so I can't get. I don't know. I can't get it back now. But all today, the update, the 1.9.5 Fly app update was on iOS phones, but it wasn't on the smart controllers. But now it's ready to load on the DJRC Pro. So sorry for.
Oh no, that's totally cool because I'll
interlude there, but we didn't know that just an hour ago in Johnny's show. So it said it was only available 2 minutes ago. So this is kind of breaking news, minor breaking news, but still breaking news.
Wow, or Mike, are you going again this year?
Oh, definitely. I'm not going to miss it.
Go, Angel, roll with it.
You still got me on full.
Oh, did you already do that?
I see Ron.
Huh? Yeah, I was talking. Sorry, I was looking at something in the background. Go ahead. Angel's going to switch locations. He'll be right back.
No,
I got a real good story, Bill. The first spin-up I went to, which wasn't the first one, I think it was the second one. There were two hotels, official hotels. They were right beside each other. But the hotel I stayed at did not have many people. Most people stayed at the other hotel. But the very first person I met at the hotel was Mike Ray. He was sitting in the lobby. He introduced himself to me as I walked through. So that's the first time I met Mike, and it was, what do they say, Mike? The beginning of a beautiful friendship or relationship or whatever they say in that old movie.
Right. You met Ron and Marcus at the same time. Taking him strolling in the lobby there after the show.
I met Chris Hope for the first time at that meetup. That was the one before the COVID.
Right.
So you didn't meet Chris at Spin Up?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That was at the first spin up I went to, the one before COVID. Mike was kind of the first person I met. Met Chris there. Yeah, I've seen Chris at 2 spin ups. Oh, Bob Dempsey's here.
Hey, well, I can go more. I can go 10.
Bob, is any truth to the rumor you're bringing a whole crew with you to the South Florida drone meetup?
I am. We got a chunk of we got quite a few people. This couple that live in Orlando, they're coming. We're flying into Orlando, staying with them for 2 days, they have unlimited passes at Disney, so we're going to go use those. And then they're coming with us. He just bought a drone, and his cousin and his wife are coming. He also just bought a drone, so they're all coming with us to Jensen Beach.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you're arriving with an entourage.
The old fart entourage. I like that.
Yeah. I bet you maybe like a classic 1960s limo pulls up and picks y'all up.
A Cadillac with the big fins, 59. Oh, that's good.
Barkley's saying he's never heard of the South Florida meetup.
Oh, really?
Well, I think that's sarcasm. I think
actually, I got a little secret. Barkley and his son are both coming.
I heard he was coming.
So, Chris, did you hear Ken Dono and Ken Herron?
Well, Ken Dono, Billy Kyle, and Lon are all coming and staying together.
Ken Herron and Ken Dono are talking about me and Chris Hope.
Oh, in the chat.
Yes, they want to know if they did it on their show last. Oh. They want to know if they can braid our beards together.
What did you say?
I can tell you right now, I ain't built right for that.
No, me neither.
I thought you were saying, well, for the right price.
Hey, I got one for you. I'd like to see him try.
How tall are you, Chris?
Chris is a big man.
Huh?
6'3", 264.
A big man.
Okay, I'm 5'1", so that ought to be very interesting.
Don't worry, I think Chris can handle both the Kens at one time.
Yeah, well, you need to get Bob Casey in that group too with the beards.
Yes,
3 of them together.
I know they're not going to do it to Bob Casey.
Exactly.
I'm not going to out-cuss Ken.
Yeah, that's kind of I know Chris isn't really avid in Facebook groups, but I kind of made that group with him in mind. So so if y'all get a chance, go over and check it out, and because Chris kind of hangs out over there every now and again. I hang out over there every now and again, although they've been checking my beard length at the door every time I go now. So it's like, I don't know, man, you're a millimeter short. I don't know. You better have it better by next time. So I've been trying to let it get in thicker here, So anyway.
Is there any thing you could take to make your beard come in better? Maybe some product or anything?
What do I use on my beard?
What's your secret to your beard?
Nothing. I mean, it's
Christmas magic.
Yes, I do have to tell you, it's a curling iron. I mean, at Christmas time, I make this look much fuller, and it's a curling iron that does that.
Oh, wow.
So yeah.
Okay.
I need to get y'all a picture of my 2 younger brothers. Both have beards longer than Chris's.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
you wouldn't believe it.
so Mike, you also went to the South Florida drone meetup, right?
I've been to both of them, yes.
Okay, what was your experience about or like when you went to the very first one?
The first one I flew in Orlando and I drove, and as soon as I walked in the hotel, I met Johnny.
Ah, very cool.
There. And then maybe 2 minutes later, Ray came down, and I met Ray and then again with Rob Camardo.
Okay, so did you all fly early at all? Did y'all go out and fly before the actual event anywhere?
Yes, we were out in the parking lot an hour after I got there, or less.
Very cool, very cool. Okay, so the actual
on a Thursday, I think Thursday afternoon rather than a Friday.
The Hampton Inn parking lot is usually full of people flying.
Right.
Yeah, but the bad thing is the Hampton Inn, it's not Jensen, but the next town over, it's in a restricted zone.
Stewart.
It's in a restricted area.
How did we all take off from there?
I don't remember that, Ron.
We took off from there.
We flew.
How did
You
that
guys
happen?
all got your like approvals.
I wasn't trying to create controversy. I was talking about brotherly love and family, guys. Come on now.
We all flew we all had like approval. It was all legit.
Controversy follows the show. The squirrels rule forever.
But at the actual Jensen Beach Causeway, that's in Class G.
Okay, so the actual event site is in open airspace. Are we all in agreement on that?
Oh, yeah.
Total agreement. Mike,
Cool.
can you confirm that?
All right. Do what now? What did I do? Did I miss something? Somebody say something that I missed?
Mike just confirmed that it's Class G.
Okay, so but what about at the hotel? You're saying that you couldn't take off, Ron? Nobody else? Who were you with that you couldn't take off with?
We all flew.
I didn't try to fly there, but I was told that by others. Mike, can you elaborate?
I flew there. I didn't know you couldn't take off. I flew there with 8 or 10 others.
Okay.
I flew Johnny's Nano there.
I did too.
Yeah.
Maybe I got bad information.
Yeah, I was.
Maybe I got bad info.
Johnny had his Nano
Keep talking,
Light or Nano Plus out there and handing it around. I guess
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what was great about that hotel is they had in the overall conference area, a room, large room there. They had like what was the table, about 5 feet by 15 feet.
That was a nice
And
table.
we had
Yeah.
20 people in there, all talking and giving lessons and editing. And Ron, you were doing some of that.
Yeah, Bob, remember you and I did a little Luma Fusion seminar.
Ron taught me Luma Fusion in the lobby of the hotel there on my iPad Pro. Yeah.
And Mark Fisher was about 10 feet away from us doing a Final Cut seminar.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this was where? Where are we? Where are we?
The
It's a little room
Hampton
off the
Inn
lobby
in
and
Stewart Beach, Florida.
Yeah. I don't know if it's beach, Stewart something or another.
Stewart.
Yeah, yes, the Stewart doesn't have a beach. I threw that in there for the the travel bureau.
The drama.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Y'all keep talking. I got to catch up with the chat here.
Good, good, good. Well, I'm looking at the chat here, and boy, there's a whole bunch of people here. There. Hi, Tammy.
Yeah. Drone
We're
World's
going to
out
see
there
you
now.
real soon.
Wayne 107 Drones, Leonard.
Okay,
Yes.
everybody, how about that? Everybody in the chat that's going to the South Florida Drone Meetup,
Raise
put
your
in the
hand.
chat. Yeah, put
Raise
in the
your
chat.
hand.
We're going. Put in the chat, hashtag we're
Or
going.
SF South Florida SFDM.
And we'll pick a winner for a grand prize at the end of the show.
That
There you
Ron's
go.
giving away.
There you go. I could give away. I showed this on my show this morning, or this kind of felt like morning. Everybody complained that these stickers were too big.
For their cases.
They're too big for the cases.
Do you have any minis, Bob?
Ooh.
And they're
that's a mini,
metallic. They're
Ooh.
metallic stickers there.
Dennis is going.
They just arrived.
John is
I'll be
going.
there. Yeah. Gary.
Gary's going. Wow,
Gary's
cool.
going.
Gary's
Paul,
coming from
are you
Canada,
going?
yes.
Is Paul going?
I don't know. Haven't heard.
Oh shit! What the hell, Dennis? I'm so sorry. What the hell?
Bill Dennis will be performing there.
No,
Oh,
wait a
Dennis,
minute.
yeah.
No. For some strange reason, Dennis didn't have a moderator's badge. I guess it's,
He'll be performing at the event.
that's what I said. Leonard is
I'm
not
gonna
going.
request a little Pink Floyd, Bill.
I won't be there. I'll
I'll
be
witness-
here.
I'll
I'll be
witness
here.
the dead for you, Bill.
I'll be here in Washington State.
When is the date again?
Yeah.
April 4th, something.
Or April 1st.
1st. Okay.
Bill, but you've had a couple meetings in the Seattle area recently, though, haven't you?
We're going to have one this weekend, as a matter of fact, that we're going to
One
talk
this
about.
weekend.
We're going to talk about in depth towards the end of the show. So everybody that lives in the Pacific Northwest area, go get your friends, drag them in front of YouTube, tube in and find out. I just came up with that today. Didn't you like that one? I thought that was cool. Tube in and find out instead of tune in and find out. Tube in and find out. Come on.
That was good.
Hashtag
I'm
dad
writing it
joke.
down. Can I use that?
Okay, checks in the mail, everybody.
Our show check. We're monetized now. We're getting paid finally.
Oh, it's here. It actually is here.
You got your firmware.
Ooh.
You're going to be in a new version.
So
New version, added support for DJI 2 Mini 2 SE, the garbage bin drone. What's fixed? Oh, it's the same thing that always says, fix certain issues and optimize overall app quality.
Wow.
That's our canned response from DJI.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's in every update.
So,
Hey,
Bill, can
Gary.
I show everybody what I'm bringing to South Florida?
Hold on, Bob. Guess what? Ray Kelly.
Oh, shit.
Gary's number 13.
Number
Ray knows-
13?
Ray knows people's numbers on the list, how they sign up. So, like,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you sign up, you may be known as number 13 or number
Oh,
50 or...
see, Mike's upset. I want to go, man. Trust me, I would like to go. But I got too many health issues right now I got to take care of. And if they're going to give me a shot in my back, and if I feel really, really good, then my wife's going to book to go to the Philippines. So I'm not going anywhere.
Right.
And she's going to be gone for about 3 weeks. Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, what's going on?
Hey, we interrupted Bob. Bob was about to show us something.
Gus, yeah, that's what I said. Let me throw Bob up here.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
I
I'm
like
bringing
that bag,
this
Bob.
to give away. Okay. This is a gift that Max from Autel gave me after I interviewed him. And this is coming with me along with.
Did he sign it, Bob?
No, he didn't, but here's an Autel hat.
Oh,
Max
that's
is coming? That Max. Never mind. I thought.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Not
Well,
that Max.
All kinds of good stuff in here.
Not the
There's a
actual
note-
owner.
There's a daily planner notebook here with
Oh,
Autel
Arkansas.
on it. And there's a beautiful coffee cup, and I'm looking to where I set that down.
It's probably still got coffee in it.
I was gonna say, yeah, you got to get the coffee out of it before you give it
haven't
away.
used it. I haven't used it yet.
Did you get
And
two?
Somebody gave me this. A friend of ours. We're sitting at a Sam's Club having hot dogs, and she goes, "Well, my husband got a drone at the CES show. He won a drone in a drawing, And she goes, I don't want, he doesn't want it. I'm going to give it away or something. I said, well, I'll take it. And here it is.
You got T-Mobile.
T-Mobile?
Yes, it's an EXO Scout.
Wow.
It's an exo drone. Oh boy.
Yes.
That's
what it is.
Those are collectible now, Bob.
Did Charlie give it to you?
Well, somebody at the South Florida drone meetup is gonna get that collectible, you know.
I wonder if it's one of the original. What was his name again?
Charlie.
Charlie. It's one of the original Charlie Exos, or if it's the new company Exo.
It was a year ago, CES.
So that's probably Charlie drone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If it was signed by Charlie, it'd be worth something.
Oh, do you all know, Caleb? Do you know what we're talking about? Angel, you know what we're talking about? Okay, there was a kid bought this. What was it? Was it always Exo?
Yeah,
Yes.
they started a
He
company,
started
Exo Drones.
I didn't think he started it. I thought it was like a Bobo company that was already in existence, and he bought into it.
You're right. It was around before they had the Hubson partnership.
And it really wasn't doing jack. And then he bought the company, hooked up with Hubson, and then, man, he flipped it fast.
Yeah.
He flipped it fast. And I mean, it was, how much did he get out of it?
Well, they nobody really knows.
Undisclosed.
Anybody said anything, he's just guessing.
Yeah. Here's the grand prize from the Autel gift bag.
Oh,
Hey,
I like that.
ooh,
I wanna
nice.
win
Very
that.
nice.
Coffee cup, and it comes with a coaster.
Ooh.
Imagine having a cup of coffee while you're flying in South
Yes.
Florida. Let's do it.
Yes.
This is the old farts version of The Price is Right. It comes with a wooden coaster.
And more, and a box to put it in. Yay.
Ooh, a box. All right. And that comes from
Congratulations to the lucky winner.
the Max. The
This
Max.
is handed to me from Max at Autel.
See, look. See, we're official now. So we got the inside scoop. See? Committee
Inside-
member.
Committee member.
It's as far as inside as you'll get.
And Maddie,
Hey,
can
Maddie.
you text us so I win that Altel coffee mug at the giveaway?
You can have the coffee mug. I want the Evo too.
No, the Evo 2 version 3 he's giving away. I heard that earlier.
Yeah. With the
That's
smart
going to be
controller.
sweet.
Yep.
With controller.
With the smart controller.
Did you all hear? Okay, never mind. I can't do that. Let's get through the shit first before I start doing Squirrel completely. So Matt, since you're here now, kind of give us a brief rundown on what the plan is. Say for a newbie showing up, is there like a new visitors package? Is there something laying on your bed besides the melted
Fine.
chocolate?
Yeah, every room that's rented out by a South Florida drone meetup attendee gets a heart bed.
Ooh.
Chocolates included. No, it's gonna be a long weekend, man. We start off on Friday night with a meet and greet at Sticks Billiard Club, which Bill Ronayne is actually running. He manages that house. It's a bowling house. Last year we had I think like 40 or 50 people show up. We had pretty much the entire
It was a big
billiard
crowd.
club.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was a
There
big
were
one.
drones flying in the bar.
Yeah, we were doing fly-throughs. Lee from Adventure
Inside.
FPV did a fly-through.
You hear all the locals at the counter going, "Fucking tourists."
It worked out well because we ended up with pretty much the whole place.
I can say, as I said, I'm going home. March,
Yeah.
I'm not staying.
At that point, it's not screw the tourists. It's like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I don't know, they're a rough kind of bunch after 3 beers. We're leaving.
The tourists brought 10,000 RPM blades this time. Run.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I had to walk around the whole bar and tell the people that weren't with us, you're going to have a Cinewhoop flying over your head. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Half the people looked at me and oh, shit.
I had to surprise that. What's the Cinewhoop?
And the other half went, wait a minute, let me drink another beer.
Yep.
It was fun.
It was a good time.
And then
This
the
year
problem
it
was
There'll be
the
more.
guy at the end of the bar that had 8 beers kept trying to catch it in his teeth.
They have pretty decent food there too.
It was good.
I was impressed. I ate there. Yeah. Oh.
I'm trying to make mine look as good as everybody else's. I just don't have as much gray. Sorry, gentlemen.
Well, don't worry, Matt. That'll come eventually.
It's on its way. It's already coming through.
It will show up, whether you want it or not.
Well, is Caleb or Chris willing to show the head?
Caleb's not bald. We know Caleb's not bald. We know Caleb's not bald. I was gonna say. I was like, we know Caleb's not bald.
I'm usually bald. I just haven't shaved. I usually shave my head. I haven't shaved in a while. That's why I have a hat on.
So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, that's pretty good.
Yeah, there we go.
The bald head fraternity.
Yes.
There you go.
Well, now you just need to get some facial hair, and we could be the BBB, the bald bearded brothers.
I was like, where are you going with this?
Well, it's better than the Better Business Bureau. Ed, what's up, Ed? Glad to see you, Ed.
Hey, Ed.
Hey.
Oh, Ed.
Okay, so they like I said, I'm still trying to get kind of because I want to really make myself feel, like I'm there. I want to try to experience it, even though I know I can't possibly go. Okay, that's why I was asking all you gentlemen to share with me. Like, okay, so okay. Here, Maddie. Here's the deal. Since you're here now, can you or can you not take off from the parking lot of the hotel?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes.
I gave bad info, Matty.
North Stewart. The
That's
Hampton
what we're here
Inns Suites-
for.
The
We
Hampton
get out
Inns
the true
Suites.
shit.
It is in an authorized zone, but it takes 2 seconds to get Lansing. It's pretty simple. From
Okay,
here.
no, so I was correct. Yeah, you guys flew in land.
You do have to get land.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the location we're actually flying on Saturday, which is the Jensen Beach Causeway. There is no. It's all Class G
It's
until
Class
you
G
hit.
all the
Unless
way.
you go out. If you go out like 3,000 or 4,000 feet off the bridge, then you end up running into authorization zone. But other than that, we're clear.
And those locations you flew at the beach on Sunday, they were all Class G too.
All open. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So could you say, I don't have the schedule in front of me, but so Friday you do a meetup, Saturday.
Look, from Greece.
Sunday, what are
From
you doing?
Greece.
Saturday morning, the meetup starts. Everybody gets there pretty early for the sunrises because we're right near the beach, so the sunrise is fantastic.
Yeah.
We stay there for most of the day. We're probably going to do the giveaways around like 3:00 p.m. We have pizza ordered most of the time. Last year we had a bunch of donuts in the morning, and we had pizza ordered and brought to the location. So
Last year
it'll
we
go
stayed
around
until that
3.
storm came up. Remember, it got windier and windier during the
Right
prize
when we
giveaway.
left,
had
when
to
everybody
leave
when everybody was packing up to
When
leave,
we got in the truck. Yep.
the
Around 4
winds
o'clock.
started kicking, and it was pouring like a hurricane.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That was like 4 p.m. or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, about 4 p.m.
But the day just keeps on going because by the time we get to the hotel, some people sleep it off. Others, we end up flying in the parking lot. And then Saturday night, we have dinner reservations at Duffy's Sports Bar and Grill, which everybody's obviously welcome to come. You got to let me or Ray know if you're going to be there or not. We have to know how many people to call in for.
Is that the same this year?
Yes.
Oh, put me down.
Same place. Same
Yeah,
place.
put me down.
Put me
You
down.
probably had about 25 people at Duffy's that
Yeah,
night, Nutty?
yeah, it was good. We had the whole inside of one section, and then there was a bunch
Whoa, very cool. Very cool.
Oh yeah, Pay Pixel. That's huge.
Yeah.
So is this
Good.
SF?
Huh?
Is this
They're
SF
buying the
you're talking
pizzas.
Wait a
I
minute.
guess so.
about? SFDM? That's what everybody keeps
Yeah,
saying?
that's a
South Florida.
Drone meetup. Yes.
Oh, South Florida.
South Florida
Okay.
drone meetup, yeah. And then Sunday you guys fly more, and then everyone takes off.
Yeah,
No,
Sunday
not yet.
we kind of call it an FPV day. We go to the beach. Last year, everybody was flying FPV. We were chasing Max's planes.
Ooh,
along
see,
the
I
beach.
can see that. I can see wheels turning.
Yeah.
Wheels. No. Angel's thinking, yeah, I could go down there. Then I can scoop over to home for a couple of days and then
Yeah.
sit back in.
Fly right on the beach.
Well, he's from New Orleans, man.
Well,
So that's gonna be. He'll hit Florida, hang out there, and then
my
fly.
brother's in Florida,
Oh,
so
ooh.
Yeah.
perfect.
And
reason
then
to go.
Monday we go fishing
Monday we go on the Lady Stewart.
About 10 of us went, actually.
Yeah. Yep. But I think the boat can hold up to like 40 people or something like that.
Right.
But that's another one of those you need to RSVP it so we know how many to call in for.
Right.
Or else we can't all go at the same time, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Sunday's fun. We fly the beach. Max brings his planes. One of them's damn near as big as Bob. Actually,
that picture where Bob.
We have pictures. We have pictures of
I was thinking Bob riding the plane. I was thinking more Bob riding the plane.
I would. If there was a seat, I'd get in, you know.
Yeah, we had at least 5 or 6 guys following the plane with their FPV.
I hear a mod, man. I hear a mod at the South Florida drone meetup. Yep. You're going to mod that plane. Put a seat on it.
Hey, I'm in.
Yeah.
Oh.
Johnny says planes suck.
He threw it down. He threw it down.
And of course, Max says.
No, Mac, I don't know. Max might be bouncing around. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, he's in there.
He's around.
Somewhere. He's lurking.
Yeah, he's there. Max is here.
Yes, for all those who
here.
didn't get to see when I stuck my foot in my mouth, when I wrongly stated that people in the room were Seahawks fans, when in all truth and reality, one was a Saints fan. So I was quickly corrected. So if you did, if you didn't get,
it's all good.
Wait, hang on. And if you didn't get to see it, go back and watch the replay and tell me exactly what moment it was that happened. See where I was going with this? Angel was thinking, "Oh, Bill's going," but no, I was trying to get people to go watch last week's show so I can get the numbers up.
Yes.
Yeah.
But no, I was good. People assume I'm a Seahawks fan because I live up here, but I'm a Saints fan.
I'm a Dolphins fan. That's very.
We got 3 Cowboy fans here, but
I'm
a
secondary Dolphins fan.
It's a frustrating situation, ain't it?
You're a secondary Dolphins fan?
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you. I used to be an avid Cowboys fan until after the way they did Tom Landry, and I was like, out of here. That made me split from them. I mean, I loved them. I still liked them during the Emma era and everything, but it just kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. And then everything happened with Jimmy, and I was like, that's it. I'm done being a Cowboys fan forever.
I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm not a Jerry Jones fan. Never have been.
Yeah, that kills me. That kills me. Okay, wait a minute. And Art's telling us quickly that he has booked his flight for the Philippines April 7th. So he won't be there for the South. That's why he went down there early. He went down and hung out with Bill and stuff.
He was here last weekend.
Cool.
Yeah.
It must be. I wish I had enough money to go to Florida and to the Philippines.
Also, Bill.
No, if anybody goes, if they give me my shot and everything goes well, and my new gastrologist works out, and they don't have to reroute my plumbing, then my wife's going to go to the Philippines for about 3 weeks. Okay, and I'm going to stay here, so I'm not going anywhere except for what we do here. So all the events that we do here, I might have some extra people with me, but I'll, and then when she gets back, I'll do it a little bit more. But I'm ready to go this weekend.
Speaking of meetup, what do you got going this weekend, Bill?
What? 6. Still a little early. Unless you just, it's just our group, our local group. Yeah. Here, hang on. I'll actually do a present, and then we'll go ahead and let Caleb kind of give an overview, I guess.
Local groups. This South Florida drone meetup started with only 4 of us, so local groups grow into something bigger always.
Well, so Bill was asking people earlier, when you go to meetups, what's the memorable one? Who have you ever met, or anything like that? I wanted to jump in and be like, well, I've never met anybody, Bill. Because the fact is a lot of you do know that's why I'm here. We met from my meetup. So me and my co-partner in crime with the business at Tesla's Drones, we started this official drone club of the Northwest, and this is our meetup page. And we've got a few people on there, and I think we're going to get a lot more this summer because we only ever had 3 meetups. We were doing it at we had an indoor place out here for a while that was kind of cool, and we would meet up there. And then we got a little bit busy, and we had some problems with the location, so we kind of just stopped for a while. And now we're starting back up, and I'm
Who is this?
It's nice.
Look at Gary.
I'll tell you what.
Gary and Hizzy. Go ahead.
A few is really all you need. We on our first annual one, we expected, I think, like 15 people, and there ended up being over 60. It just it happens. The ball starts rolling, and it'll catch as it goes.
The thing about it is we got the absolute perfect place to do it. We just got to work it out with them, because there's nobody. If we can pull it off, Caleb, if we could go up there and do it, people will go bananas just to fly drones around that place. You know what I'm talking about?
Which one are you talking about?
What's the place? The name of the place? Shit,
Luther Burbank Park?
No, not where we're going this weekend. Place I'd like to have like you remember the decommissioned nuclear plant that they never finished?
Oh, SATSA.
Yeah.
That would be super cool, and they would be totally down to have us there too.
Yes.
Well, the thing about it is we could actually do a 2 or 3 day event, man.
Yeah,
and we could get and trust me, people would go nuts to do that. Well, I will bring that up in a little bit.
I talked to them about stuff like that, and they were super down with it. So,
every time I emailed them, they were like, "You're strange, man. Don't talk." I never heard anything back. So since you got an in,
don't let.
But you can ask Ron and everybody else. I've talked about it for years. I mean, Ron's seen those towers, and he doesn't even live on the West Coast. He's probably seen them as much as somebody from the Pacific Northwest.
Right. So. No, it's intense for sure. But I mean, so real quick before we get off the subject completely with the meetups, I think it'll be fine. For one, we live in the Seattle area. And for two, we had 3 meetings last time. And I think on the 3rd meeting, we had 10 or 12 people show up. So
as you do them, you start to find out how many pilots there actually are in your area that you don't know about.
Oh, yeah.
Like we've got 8 attendees as of right now.
Yeah, and
Angel hasn't RSVP'd yet. Lance hasn't. I don't know for sure if Don's going or not. Hopefully he will. I know I did talk to Curtis. Curtis said as long as the weather holds, he's going to show up with his drones and both ROVs so we can go off the dock too, man.
You know what I did do though? I did the ultimate faux pas, you guys. So I decided that date looked good, and I did everything with it, and I talked to you guys about it, and I did it all, and I hit do it, and then a few days ago, my girlfriend was like, "So what are we doing on Saturday?" And I was like,
"Flying."
Well, I've got the meetup, right? And she was like, "Oh, on our 4-year anniversary."
Oh, you got to write that shit down, buddy.
Whoops.
So Caleb won't be there Saturday, but everyone else will.
No, I'll be there. I'll be there for an hour or two. And then
I think that's all anybody was really planning on. I mean, I'm sure some other people may stay longer, but because I think what I'm going to do is once we get done doing that, because I promised my grandson I was going to get him some of those. Anybody know those sumo citrus mandarins? You know what I'm talking about? Sumo citrus. They're like humongous mandarins, man. I mean, and they taste better than anything else on the planet. We only get them for 4 months here, from January to sometimes we make it into March. The rest of the time, it's like, So, anyways, but I'm gonna probably snag some of those and take them to what is this?
We're going. We got it. We're going.
All right, cool. So there's 9 people confirmed now. 9 people confirmed that are going Saturday. And
Lance, I was texting Lance. He said he may or may not be able to go. He might have to do some of the on the honeydew list. So he said
okay. Never mind. I was like, just
bring them with you. It's the best. I'm bringing mine.
Well, I don't think you can fly, 550 feet in the air, and I'm pretty sure the family that owns the Space Needle will be rather pissed that somebody got within 6 feet of the damn tower. So I don't think that But if you want to get YouTube fame, break laws, I guess.
Get as close as you want.
So,
and I mean, if it wasn't recreational and they'd say I was thinking about selling it, then they can go 400 feet above, right?
He doesn't. This person doesn't have 107 as far as I understand. Doesn't have 107. Didn't have any permits. Nothing. So it was just, I want YouTube fame. Anyway, so back to the meetup thing. We're all going to try to hook up Saturday and hang out and talk and hopefully meet some new people and stuff. Did you understand why I was the reason? Because see, I posted something in Coast to Coast Drones, and I know I'm going to Squirrel in a minute anyway. I posted something in Coast to Coast Drones about, does anybody in Coast to Coast Drones collect Hot Wheels cars? Because I've just gotten into it again because I never knew about treasure hunts or super. You got to go, Chris? Or are you waving at somebody?
Waving at Bob Casey.
Okay, so because I want to ask Mike Wright and Chris Hope a question here in just a second. But yeah, so I got back into collecting Hot Wheels and stuff like that. And Stacy mentioned something about she knew people that traded and sold them. And I really want a super treasure hunt bad. But I'm afraid of getting burnt online. You know, so a treasure hunt's one thing, but a super treasure hunt, I'm afraid I'd get burnt. So I really want to be able to. So if she knows people that trade, that's why I was like, oh, can you tell me? Because I really want a super treasure hunt so bad. You know, I actually bought one treasure hunt because I can't find, because where I live at right here in Seattle, like I think I live like maybe 17, 18 miles north of the city. There's so many Hot Wheels collectors here. I go into a store, a Kmart or a Walmart or something, man, and all the cardboards are ripped and torn and bent where the collectors have already bent through there. And I even came to find out here that some of the collectors will pay the stock personnel to tell them when new boxes come in. I was like, what? This sucks. But I did get a couple of the new Red Line Club release. So I'm going to use the one that I got extra and flip it to pay for the whole purchase. Cool. So back to the subject.
Let's talk about like when we had the Glazers camera event and 6 of us went out to fly and how much of a blast that was.
That was awesome, and it was even smoky. You couldn't really. It didn't matter.
We still had a blast.
We could have only seen 15 feet out in front of us, but we'd all still flown 15 feet out in front of us.
Yeah.
We'd have done it. We'd have done.
There were seals. There were all kind of good stuff out there to see, and yeah, it was a blast to hang with everybody. We were all shouting at each other. I'm 10 feet high. I'm 100 feet high.
Yeah, it was so cool because everybody was okay, and then somebody else was like, okay, I'm going out on the left, and then somebody's like, okay, I'm coming in at about 200 feet on the right. So, and we nobody got close to anybody. Nobody had any. The only thing was I happened to be live streaming at the wrong moment.
Yes.
And I was like, what are you doing? And I didn't even realize what I was doing. And I had my phone in my hand. I was like, whoa.
Oh, and actually, we did have one problem. One guy that was in Issaquah, his drone started going into...
Addy mode. It was going into Addy mode and freaking out on... Yeah, that was wild.
Drone last year. We had 10 drones up in the air, and Teej Giggles and Drones, his Mini 2 started acting up for no reason, just going up and down on its own, smacking other drones. And we had 10 up. We're gonna do it again this year. We're gonna totally demolish the record of 10 drones at one time.
You know, at the beach, Maddie, we had 10 Mavics up at one time.
We had 10 Mavics up.
10 Mavics. Yeah.
Including Max's Inspire 2 or Inspire 1, and then Tammy Jean's DJI FPV drone.
Exactly.
But this year we're going to do it again. You just got to be, everybody's got to back out one at a time. Also pay attention to which freaking drone is yours. So they go to back out and they're like, it ain't moving. Their drone's sitting over here 100 yards. Like,
yeah, Marcus didn't realize that he clipped one of the other drones.
Yeah, he clipped the DJI FPV drone.
He didn't know it at the time.
It's like, I'm looking at my drone right there. It's not
well,
moving.
when you get all the same ones, like we had like 5 Air 2S's, and I couldn't take my eyes off of mine, because then if you lose track of which one's yours, you go to back out thinking yours is clear when yours is not clear.
Right.
Yeah, it can happen.
Yeah.
Johnny, you are not putting that V-copter in that pile, buddy. Ain't happening.
It slices, it dices, it juliennes.
That's actually a cool concept. I kind of want one just for the novelty of it, you know.
Do any of the FPV drones like crush out your signal at all on the DJIs?
We didn't have. Now there was a few times that I flew on DJI Digital with 6 or 7 other camera drones flying, and I never had a problem.
No.
All right, I'm ready to throw in a curveball. Here it comes. Ready for the
Go
curveball?
ahead. Okay.
All right. What's the latest update on Spin Up?
There hasn't been a date yet.
Well, Kelly did mention 2 weeks ago that he may make the announcement at South Florida.
In South Florida, yeah, because he'll be there.
He's considering it, making an announcement then.
Kelly and Chris from Sunrise Water
both
are coming down
Chris
together.
is in the chat, I think. He was earlier. Yeah.
Mike, are they flying or driving?
He does.
They're flying into Orlando.
Chris does another thing. He I think he volunteers. He helps out like a bluegrass thing every Wednesday. Yeah. So that's why like sometimes you might see him pop in on the like later in the evening, not like earlier. But I think it's like about the same time the show's on. Sometimes he doesn't have to, and you see him in the chat, or sometimes we'll run a little bit late and you see him pop up. So that's actually kind of cool because I was hoping that we'd have a little bit more information, but. See, that's far enough off in the year where, my wife probably couldn't go, but I might be able to go as long as my health and everything.
He'll do it in October or November. One of the.
Yeah, I plan on being there for sure. I don't want to miss that.
Oh,
the last one, I went to the last one and I had so much friggin' fun.
You had a good time with that one, man.
Well, 21-hour drive to Texas from South Florida. That kind of sucked, but hey, I brought the whole family.
Mike's done it, right?
I drove last year with Johnny, picked him up. This time I'm flying into Fort Lauderdale, actually.
Wave.
I went to Orlando 2 years ago. So.
And Maddie, isn't it true that Uncle Bill, Bill Renee, he live streams during the event? So if somebody can't make it, they can still sort of see it on Bill's live stream. Is that true?
Yes, he does. He live streams right from the drone, whether the drone is in the air or folded up and sitting on a table. He's live streaming from it.
Wow.
And last year he had it on a short table, unfortunately, so we got a lot of crotch shots. But
you can just get an Inspire.
Well, we got to get a bigger table this year.
Yeah. There you go.
24/7 from the sky.
Bill came in the clutch last year because not very many people me and Ray and Johnny, we were so busy trying to keep everything, keep everything going that we had no time. I had no time to even live stream if I wanted to.
Right.
If you still had the box, Mark, it would be worth mega bucks. Especially if it was all intact, you had all the pieces, and you had the original box, dude. I
know
your kids could probably go to college on it.
Yeah.
I won't mention the person, but one person gave away one of Ray's items.
Yeah, that was me.
I know. I was we're going to mention.
Oh, Ray Kelly left his selfie stick for his phone on the table with all the giveaways.
All right, folks. Since I know now that Caleb has an in. This is where the future Great American Pacific Northwest Drone Meetup for a 2-day camp out will be held. Are you ready? All right, here it comes.
Got to start somewhere.
We got giveaway.
No. This is going to blow your mind.
Oh hell!
Yeah, baby.
I'd be diving the hell out of them trestles.
There you go.
No, you're not going to be getting in. You're not going to be getting into the towers.
Oh. Goodness.
But the whole point is they're not finished. The towers aren't done, so you can fly up at them and look at them and shit. I wish I could pause this. Is there any way to pause it?
You can fly into them. They highly, highly discourage it because almost every single person that has lost signal, and then they have to go fetch your drone.
Yeah, you can get through there. Well, with an FPV drone, you just dive in from the top and come out the bottom door.
Right. You'd think you'd receive signal again.
Yeah. You'll get it sooner or later. If you black
out.
Look
at that. Look at that. No, stop.
Nice area.
Quit bouncing. Ooh, look at that. See, we can camp out there. Look at it. Plenty of room to camp out. Throw up porta johns.
This is how it starts. And by the way, 2 to 3 day is always better, especially when you have people coming from out of town.
But see, you could be mad. You could have plenty of people there. Yeah. Well, maybe we could get some British band to come in and play, and we just start a new Woodstock on the West Coast.
I'll be back.
It's in the summer. You're gonna get the pictures of the volcanoes coming out too behind the. It would be lovely.
Wow.
Now, would that you talk about people go batshit crazy and put that on a T-shirt? The Great Pacific Northwest Drone Meetup.
All right, we're starting. Let's go.
That looks like an sick FPV flying spot.
Plus,
there's actually a lot of really cool things around there too.
Drones in.
Yeah.
You can't see all the little ruins with all the gaps through where the windows and doors were supposed to be and stuff. It
definitely breaks something. Yep.
So off the panel, who would come visit the Pacific Northwest to go fly if we had a nice kick-ass event?
Like that at that place.
You need
of year?
Notice, though.
Oh yeah, well the thing about it is if see that here's what's funny. If Caleb can actually get a hold of him again, I got a guy that's got boatloads of sponsors, right? So if we could actually talk to the what is it? It's like a business park or something like that. If we could convince them, yeah. So if we could convince them to let us actually, hold an event there. Maybe the first time probably we wouldn't let us have it, but one day, which would be a pain in the ass to get people to come and stay. But I don't know.
Well, you do your second day somewhere else.
Right.
Yeah,
kind of like we do. We do our Saturday at one place, and then Sunday morning we end up in a completely different spot.
But anyway, Curtis knows plenty of ways to get sponsors and stuff, and has contacts as far as that's concerned. So
that's how it starts.
Well, I don't think they'll let us move those towers down there. They might get a little pissed we try to haul them out of state.
So 1,800 acres of wilderness with the thing. You could fly all over the place.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's tons of places to fly there.
Yeah,
it's huge, and there's no flight restrictions either.
Yeah, did you hear that? No flight restrictions. So 400 feet everywhere.
There you go.
Well,
what time
for you guys? I'm going to be flying at 800 feet over that other tower.
Yeah, well, yeah, I get that. But wait. Here's the cool thing is, Caleb can hire us for the weekend, and we all can fly over there.
And
as long as we follow his,
as
long as we follow his, I don't think he would sign a waiver for us to dive the damn tower. But maybe a camera drone going up to take pictures and stuff. Now that's a possibility.
One drone at a time.
I would volunteer as tribute to sit there and just watch all the things fly in. And then, we'll just sit there like this and be like, yeah.
I would do my FPV flying under my 107.
So we're gonna have a cooler full of beer over here. It's gonna be me, Caleb, and Angel, right? Big ass cooler beer sitting up front, and we're all gonna have them damn fold out chairs. Just be sitting there going, oh, how much you think? I bet you got swallow it all. You got down the whole beer. Yeah. Oh, I told you got down that over here. And then by the time y'all get done with it, I can do it.
Every $100 worth of drone.
Well, I just know.
Yeah.
I just know that when I was flying over, I'm sure the towers you would lose reception, because when I was at the gorge and I went below the lava, the rock, the reception goes. So I'm sure.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Your drone is not happy.
That's a sick idea.
Oh.
If you could get the property owners to accept that, that'd be sick. Yeah. Turning it into a free.
They could make bank turning it into a business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Put an actual force inside the tube.
Mm-hmm.
Or 61 million.
Mark White's idea. So. Making it a FRIA.
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. That's unreal. Well, Johnny, I think you could make it out here. I know after it's only taken me 8 years, and Billy's finally coming out here in November. Finally, we'll see how much. Okay, who wants to bet 3 beers? He's coming. 6 beers? He's not. Something he'll get busy business wise or something. But he told me he already had tickets, so we'll see.
He'll be down here on April too. He'll be down here on April.
Yeah, 1st. But do you know where he's at now?
He's in
Canada.
He's going to Canada.
He's shooting like a video for a parachute company.
Yep.
I was like, well, tell Pete we said hi. Says knowing Billy, I wouldn't be surprised if he hadn't hooked up with McKinnon somehow. Don't everybody talk at once. So many people might
What time of year? What time of year are you guys talking about doing that meetup of yours?
Well, definitely not this time of year because we got really bad rain and odd weather. So,
I was thinking. I mean, August or September.
The benefit of coming over here in August, it'll be like your winter. Like if you were coming over here, it's going to be hot as hell in Florida, it'll be probably like 70, 80 degrees over here. So perfect to go camp, or close by to go if you could stay in a hotel in Olympia if you didn't want to camp.
We could actually
And then
stay
you
at
could-
one of the parks too, which there's parks
Sure.
nearby. We could go get a
yeah.
cabin and just. We got 3 cabins. What happened to them? They burnt down. I don't know what happened.
But no, it would be a beautiful time of year. And like I said, if we get lucky and the clouds work its magic, you could probably have Mount Rainier and Mount St. Helens.
Oh,
in the background
here,
of some
I've
of the
even,
shots.
I've even got a better one. How about this? We start off at Satsop with the towers, right? Okay.
Okay.
And then we got to trek our way back. We'll be even cooler if we could. This might take a year or two before we can pull this off. But what I would like to do is, like, say the second to the last night, like before everybody goes fishing on Monday, what we would have is a night patrol, and everybody would be in the city so that everybody could do their outline pictures and their tower pictures. And if you've got balls in, flew by the tower, that's on them. I'm not getting in that one, because like I said, okay, I'm going so hard. Okay, it's starting. There we go. I'm back at regular speed now.
I was wondering if that was you or me.
Yeah, you never know whether it's you or not. Hey, listen, Bob Casey's got an idea for a meetup. He'd like to do one in Tahiti. I'd be in for Tahiti.
Oh, yeah.
Be nice.
Yeah,
All right. Well, I wanted to.
Yeah, that would be good.
Hey, look, Maddie's got a cool shirt on. Did you see Maddie? Show everybody your shirt. Very cool shirt. And I wanted to say thank you for Maddie coming in and kind of give us an overview of what they're going to be doing at the South Florida Drone Meetup. But it's kind of late at night, and he's got family and kids to tend to, and he's going to take off.
I got to jump, so I will see everybody in Jensen Beach on April 1st.
You will.
It's going to be epic. Thank you, Bill, for having me.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Okay, so we're okay. Here's the thing. I've never been to a spin up. So Chris, Ron, Mike, any of you all, give me what was your arrival at the spin up? How was it differing from the South Florida Drone Meetup? It's like the South Florida Drone Meetup more casual, spin up more formal. Is everything this casual? You know, what do you think?
Well, on the Kelly's spin up, he typically has the get together on the Friday night before. Very similar to the way Bill Renee did it at the bowling lanes. He picked a good, nice bar grill area, and we all get together. We meet a lot of people there we never met before the night before.
It was in walking distance to our hotel, Mike.
Not the
bar and grill meetup.
Oh, the bar and grill the last year. I was thinking the first spin up we went to.
Oh yeah, the first spin up that was real nice.
But it did the same thing.
That Mexican place.
Yeah. We'll go somewhere, set up a nice restaurant near the hotel. And
but Bill, the first year, Kelly even had a live band playing for us.
He did. And then the next day on Saturday morning, Kelly has it set up. He has 7, 8, 9 different speakers.
We're going to have Ozzy come and play for us at our show.
And Chris, you can explain some of that.
Chris Hope has a visitor.
Anyway, he has different speakers from I'm going to try ours. When you spoke the first time, he was so nervous.
You can eat, dude. We're totally informal. Do I need... Okay, go ahead. I tell you what. Y'all keep talking. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So,
but
Mike,
Bill's
you were
question,
about
I mean, the actual day of the event is more formal at Spin Up because they have structured speakers and times. Right. But as far as the meet and greet the day before, that's no more formal than the Florida one, right, Mike?
Exactly, just like it, just the way Bill puts together. Very informal.
I think at the Spin Up last year, more of us were located in different hotels. Like I know Chris was at the same hotel Mike and I was. Where the first Spin Up I went to, almost everybody was at the 2 hotels right near the Boy Scout thing.
Right.
Where we were more spread out last year.
Last year there were a good number of people though at the Hampton though. I mean, we probably had 25 people there. Probably
at least, yeah.
At least out of the 85 or the 100 that attended.
This orange looks like it's trying to talk to us.
No, it's this. This is a sumo citrus. This is actually a mandarin.
Is that grown in Washington, Bill?
No, it's a California fruit, I do believe.
Okay.
Like I said, it's only grown for like 3.5, 4 months. So, and they've only been around, what, 3-4 years maybe? Not long. What do you, Angel, what do y'all think? About that long? They haven't been around super long. They just got them.
I haven't had one yet.
What?
Yeah, not that one.
Oh.
Hey, Ron, tell us about. I know you live in Jersey. You guys usually do a meetup. What, after Christmas? Isn't that what you guys do?
The Ken Heron Boardwalk meetup the day after Christmas. I've been lucky to attend like 3 of them. 3 in a row. I missed this year because I was sick, but we don't have the big turnout that South Florida or Spin Up has. It's on a warm day, on a warm year, I've seen maybe 30 people there. But on a cold year, you get less and less people. It looks like I can only judge last year's from what I saw in the videos. It looks like they didn't have quite the turnout that we had 2 years ago. But again, it's very weather dependent. That could be a nice day to Jersey Shore, or it could be a real wintry day there. You just never know. Right. So, but it's always a good time. Ken's a great host. Ken's a character. Everybody met Ken Heron. When I say he's a character, I say that in a good way. I mean, he can talk. He's friendly to everybody. He always keeps the conversation going, and he's an amazing pilot. He's doing his FPV now, and he's got real skills with that. So it's always a good time.
Guys, this is the lobster of citrus fruit.
Oh boy! Now, if we come to that meetup in Seattle, will we get a free what did you call that? Super citrus?
Sumo. SUMO citrus.
So as soon as we walk in there, we'll get a sumo citrus.
Like I said,
in your bed.
January to April. If I give you one in September or August or September, you're not going to like it as much. It might be a little petrified by the time you get it. It might be a dried sumo.
Yeah, I've watched the New Jersey one. It looked like everyone had a blast.
And you get a lot of East Coast people. Cool. You don't see a lot of events like. I think those guys came. They were there. They've been there a couple of years. 2 years in a row at Ken Heron's. They did come to Florida last year. Okay. So Stevie Bronx is usually there. Another New Yorker. Rob Camaro. How do you say Rob's name? Last name. Ray's buddy. The fireman. He's from Long Island. He was there.
Rob El Camino.
Help me with the pronunciation, guys. Nobody knows. Okay.
I know who you're talking about because
I'm going to say Rob C. Rob C.
Rob C. Good enough.
Yeah, Rob C. So I mean, you get to see a lot of the East Coast people you don't always see at the other events there.
Right.
So.
Yeah, but
maybe we can work on something and have a nice meetup out here. I think it's a beautiful place to fly. Yeah. So many cool things.
Well, the thing about it is like Ray and them, we would have to get some organization together. We couldn't go all pirate rogue going into the city and have 30 of us all jump in our cars and setting drones on the roof.
Guess what? Ken Heron doesn't have any organization. He does that with 30 people.
Yeah, but the problem we have here is that it's so. I guess you could say we have some drone Carons that could come out. So
I'm just kind of kidding you because the Jersey Shore is deserted at that time of year.
In the winter, right?
Nobody's there. It's too cold. They're all gone.
Okay, Bill, just for you.
I was about to say we're hearing a lot of breathing and slurping here.
Bill, maybe you could do a giveaway from one of those sumos.
Like I said, by the time they get them, they're not going to be real good, Ron.
Hey,
but I'm telling y'all,
Ray helped me with the spelling and pronunciation.
This is the king crab of citrus fruit. I'm telling you, whatever your most favorite food in the world is, this is the citrus fruit of that particular food. I mean, you can't.
Kelly said Camarda. Okay.
Oh, and guess what? Ken Heron heard us talking about him.
Yes.
Ken, we just talked
Yes.
about the boardwalk meetup here. You missed it, buddy.
It was my smacking lips, man. Don't kid yourself.
Ken, we are not letting you braid our beards, okay?
That's a different can.
Not without dinner and a movie, anyway.
Yes, Chris made the decision, okay?
Yeah, Ken, you could braid Bob Casey's beard.
Yes.
He did say you could try, though.
Yes.
Okay, let me get this up. Okay, first off, let me do this. I'm going to share this. So far we are still a go for Saturday. So to give everybody a heads up as to what I'm talking about. As you can see, this is Saturday here. So we're still being ballsy. Don't get wrong. Okay. Saturday, 44 degrees.
Wow, look
Partly
at
cloudy
that.
skies in the morning will give way to cloudy skies during the afternoon. 44 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds light and variable. Saturday night, cloudy with rain and snow in the evening, becoming all snow late. Low around 35 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds south from the winds from the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 90%, although the accumulation will be less than an inch.
Okay.
So we're still a go, man.
Bill.
We're still a go because we're all hooking up at 12.
Yeah, and I can only stay. I have to bring my daughter to a doctor's appointment at 2, so I'll be there for probably about 90 minutes. And I might bring the drone, but I might record some so we can start to get some footage for the future Pacific Northwest meetup.
Yeah.
Now, how far is that location from your house, Angel?
This sets up is, I would say, what, an hour and maybe 20 minutes? Not far.
He's talking about where we're going this weekend.
Oh, where we're going this weekend? That's where my office is. That's 20 minutes away.
Okay.
It's to the east of Seattle on Mercer Island. So we're in the middle of Lake Pontchartrain. I mean, not Lake Pontchartrain.
Well, if we're going to get there at 12, we're going to have to.
Train.
Middle of the lake.
Yeah, you guys are ballsy flying in the middle of the lake.
Yeah.
Well, we
You
have
got a boat?
Click on
Well,
click
basically
on the map.
is.
Click on the map. Go back and click on the map so people
Bill's
can see
working on it.
Lake Washington. Click on the green map right there.
Which one? This one?
No, over
On the side.
to the upper right above
Over
Luther
top of
Park.
Burbank.
This one.
Google, yeah, click on that one. Click on that one so people can see, and then zoom out a tab, and people can see. So we're going to be at the red dot there, and then Seattle, downtown Seattle's to the west, and then Bellevue, downtown Bellevue's to the east, and we're in the middle of the lake.
So,
I see.
buddy, I
I
didn't know he was
see.
down there. So, like you can see,
That's there. You
this
can
is,
see all the mountains.
and as usual, everybody knows I'm a pussy with my drones. I baby them like my children. So I go out to about right here, just past where you see the little dot, and then Angel and everybody else goes out here in the middle of the lake, and I'm like, I'm just afraid my drone will drown.
Bill just goes right past the trees, and then he turns around. He's like, woo! Takes it back. And I'm
Y'all see
like,
that, man? Y'all see that? I went 45 feet out over the water. I'm getting better, man. I'm getting better.
His balls finally dropped.
So on that map, where is the boathouse?
The dock
Chihuli's
is,
boathouse.
huh?
Chihuly, Dale
Oh,
Chihuli's.
so
Boathouse.
Go back, zoom out for a sec. Zoom out. So you see the needle. Go in. Too far. Go in a little. Keep going in. You could see the needle. Move your
What do you-
mouse. See where the Space Needle is
I
to
see
the
the
left.
needle.
So that's where the Chihuly Museum
Okay.
is. The glass house.
Is
Yeah.
that a famous
Oh,
restaurant, Bob?
okay. I get what you're talking about now.
We've done work for him, and he invited us to the boathouse there, and we got a private tour and a bunch of gifts from him.
Oh, wow.
So
Cool.
Wow,
my
that's
wife
cool.
photographed an install here in Las Vegas of one of his art pieces.
Nice.
So
Okay,
she
I
had to
don't know
go
where I
every
would
day
go.
Go
and
up.
photograph as
Scroll
they
it up,
built it.
scroll up. Yeah, so now there's Seattle Center to the upper left, and there's the needle.
Where?
Now down, you're too far. Move down, right there, where the green.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's Seattle Center.
Uh-huh.
Now, Angel, where is the Starbucks at?
God,
we
the
gotta go
first
by Pike Place.
Starbucks?
I was filming that the other day. I filmed that the other day.
Oh, the first Starbucks?
Yeah.
I
So,
know, I'm just kidding. You probably have 100 Starbucks there.
Oh,
but-
man, they
Every
got-
corner.
No, the actual
Every-
first Starbucks is here in Seattle. It's still open.
yeah, that's where it started. Yeah.
Yeah, right near the market.
And in here, what, Como Plaza Garage? So Como 4 is down there?
Yeah.
All right, or
Want
whatever.
me to give you the secret location map if you guys want to know? If you ever
No. You only get that if you come to the Pacific Northwest, the great
That's right.
Pacific Northwest
There you go.
drone meetup.
There you go.
And you need to pay us in advance.
That's right.
In cash.
It's like Mardi Gras charging for admission, you know.
All right, well, let me stop the share here. All righty. Close this out.
We got Brad Austin in the chat now.
Hey,
Yes.
Brad. I'm sorry. I was sharing. I didn't see. Wait a minute. I got to get back here and catch up. Let me go. Here we go. Howdy, everybody.
Grumpy vloggers out there, Bill.
I'm going. Here we go. I want to catch up. Y'all keep talking. I'm catching up.
Okay.
So, Brad, we want to know what 3D item you're making for the meetup here. We
like
had the
that.
skulls last year. What are you doing this year?
He's known for his coasters, Bob.
I know. Yep. So we're hopefully we're gonna have something unique, you know.
Hey, Mike, you know what's going to seem kind of odd? Seeing Kelly Shores at a meetup that he's not running.
Exactly. I've been to meet up with Donna Kai's.
Yeah, right.
5 people there.
But for us, usually Kelly's so
Exactly.
busy at the meetups, you hardly get to talk to him. And this time, he'll just be hanging out with the rest of us.
Exactly. Hell, they kill
Bubba keeps self-adjusting up, man.
Hey, Chris, same way with Chris Waters. Chris Waters is always so busy, you don't get to talk to him. Hey, can I ask Dennis Lovelady in the chat? Dennis, what do you know what songs you plan to perform at the South Florida Drone Meetup this year? Bob, do you have any requests?
Well, I sent Dennis earlier during this conversation tonight. I sent him the ukulele chords and all the words
To Crazy
for
Train.
Crazy Train.
Oh wow!
Yes.
Now,
Yeah,
on a
so I
recent
hope
video,
he
I
can
heard him doing
get
some
that
real nice
down,
Pink
but,
Floyd.
He said he wasn't sure if he could do it a cappella.
Yes. But it's if you haven't read the lyrics of the song Ozzy Osbourne's Crazy Train,
Right.
you really need to read the lyrics because it's really a well-written, emotional, and meaningful song. But from the the music of it and that it's Ozzy Osbourne, you wouldn't understand that it would be that kind of music. But it
Bob,
is.
will you be performing the song with Dennis?
I may get up and sing with him, sure.
I was going to say,
you
I'd
know.
like to hear Dennis jam it out, though. He doesn't have
Yeah.
to sing it, but I'd like to hear him jam it. I would love to hear him jam it out.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I should bring my ukulele,
You have a uke too?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what we need to do for ours?
What?
You know how they have the Tesla coils that make sound with the electricity hitting the cage? And they make songs play like that now? We need to figure out the sound frequencies of our drone propellers and then have a program that'll set it so all the drone propellers go beep, 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 beep. And just play songs with our drone.
What was that?
You could sample that easily and put it in a
The
MIDI.
Sorcerer's Apprentice.
We might actually have. I really like that. Actually, we might actually have a sound technician meeting us at our meetup. There was some guy that wanted to do. He needed the sound of a bunch of different drones.
There's
And I was
a
like,
dude that lives in Everett.
Come to the meetup.
There's
Yeah,
a guy that lives in Everett that just joined up. I saw too. But that
be
may have
him.
been the group up here. I don't know. We'll see.
There you go.
Yeah, there's
Dennis
some guy
did
that
wish
wants to
You Were
come
Here
record.
by Pink Floyd. Dennis, I'm going to request a few bars of Wish You Were Here at the meetup.
That would be good.
always happy to take a little bit
Yeah.
of the Beatles.
These other guys don't remember Pink Floyd, Bob.
Oh, gosh. I hate to brag, but I got to see them perform Dark Side of the Moon live in 1972.
Oh, wow.
Yes. It was incredible.
Also,
Yes.
so you got to see the original proper version.
Yes, the Roger Waters.
Yes, I was gonna say not the
yes.
fuck you everybody. I'm the man. Did y'all hear? Okay, it's time to go squirrel. We got 15 minutes left.
Well,
Did
you go to Squirrel, huh?
No,
Yeah.
Roger Waters basically told everybody in Pink Floyd they could kiss his ass. If it wasn't for him, they wouldn't be squat. And he re-recorded Dark Side of the Moon by himself.
That was horrible.
That
Yeah.
was just, I was like, why? I mean, don't get me wrong. I know he wrote most of the music and the songs, but he didn't play all the instruments, man. So he wrote it. They brought it to life. So it was a combined effort.
Yeah.
And then
And
what?
the
We got
other guy's
another.
actually better. The other guy's actually a better singer than he is. What's the guitar player
What do you-
that sung lead after Roger left? What's his name?
Oh, Gilmore, David Gilmore.
Gilmore's actually, I
Gilmore.
like his singing a little bit better, anyways.
And another great band that's talking again is
Yes.
Bon Jovi. Will actually be Bon Jovi again because Richie Sambora can sing, and they're actually talking to each other again. And he's like, "Hey, I've had some time off, and had some time to think about it, and everybody knows now John can't sing, so
Oh,
so he's gonna come back and sing backup."
There you go.
But I mean, okay, don't get me wrong. John never had that powerful a voice. So all those super banging notes you heard were Richie Sambora, not John Bon Jovi. And people kept going to see him at the shows, and he was trying to pull this stuff off. And then people were like, "Is John Bon Jovi sick? Oh, Chris, you got to take off, or are you just waving?"
No, I'm out. I
All
gotta
right.
go. I gotta go to Houston in the morning, so I gotta get up pretty early.
All right. Well,
Really?
thank you, sir, for coming in
Good night, Chris. Thanks
and
for
hanging
coming.
out with us. We
Chris.
appreciate it.
You guys
See you
have
next
fun.
time,
It's
man.
good to see everybody.
All right. Good to
See
see
you,
you too,
Chris.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
See ya.
Who's it? Okay, I hear somebody coughing, man. Somebody on my
That's
shit.
me. I'm trying to keep
Stay.
it.
You need to stay out of my shit. Anyway, so Ron, have you watched Sharper yet?
I did, Bill, and it was a good recommendation. I really enjoyed it. My wife really enjoyed it also.
But I mean, the whole point was like I was I was sitting there. There was like 45 minutes to go, and I told my wife the whole rest of the movie.
Oh no!
I don't know how I figured it out, but she just kind of looked at me. And because I do it a lot, because I like to figure a movie out and then I'll make the mistake of just blurting. I'm like, oh, and what if this was about to happen? And this and this and this and this and this. And it turns out that the movie follows along that path. And I'm like, sorry.
hey, as long as we're going squirrel here,
Yeah.
see if we can see that. Can you see that?
Let me get
you
you.
go.
Is that Bon Jovi?
John.
That's John Bon Jovi and myself.
Wow. What year
There,
is that,
there we
Bob?
go.
Very cool.
What
I
year is
actually
that?
sang on stage with him.
Oh, wow.
He was singing. We were doing Christmas carols. But,
Very cool. No, I'm not saying John can't sing, but it took him and Richie Sambora combined to give that Bon Jovi power. You know what I'm talking about? Like a lot of Bon Jovi's music are like power ballads,
Living on a prayer. That kind of.
they're meant to just boom boom, and John kind of has a not trying to put him down. He's got a schooled voice, but it's a meager voice, and Richie's just got this booming soprano voice that he can push it out there. So, and the fact that he's willing to come back and play guitar and still sing with John and everything is fantastic, and it's something good for the music world, because I would much rather them go out on a positive note as a combined unit than Richie never came back because he was pissed off at John and John just really couldn't carry the note anymore. I don't want that. I would rather have a sweeter, kinder ending to it. Like I would love to see Steve Perry go back to Journey and finish that off. I don't know if that'll ever happen, but I'm going to tell you straight up, Arnel Pineda sounds just like him. I mean, it's awesome. I mean, we've heard him a couple of times. It's just great.
Well, he was in a Journey tribute band before that, and he had been doing that material since he started.
Wait a minute. Hey, bye, Bill.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill. He's saying, hey.
Yeah.
Let's see. Any more squirrels? Any more squirrels? Shake the
People are
trees.
just saying hello to each other. And...
Shake the trees. Any more squirrels? Oh,
Yeah.
wait. Good choice, Uncle Bill's toys. Will you see something pretty, please? Sing with me, pretty, please. Oh.
Oh, I didn't. Does Uncle Bill have a good voice?
Apparently, he sings on his shows on Sunday nights.
Okay.
But it's usually after I've gone to bed and he's had 3 or 4. I don't know. The malt scotches. I don't know.
Wait a minute. You gone to bed? Didn't Bill a couple time zones ahead of you?
Well, see the thing. Okay, let me
Yeah.
wait a minute. Hang on. I gotta
3
rephrase
time
this.
zones, to be honest.
I have to rephrase this. It's at the time of night that I am allowed control of the television.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the time of night when, I'm sure the rest of you have the same thing. Night, baby, kiss, kiss, rub my back, and okay. Night, baby. This. So,
You can't wait. You can't waste your TV time. I understand.
exactly, man. Exactly. And because here's the thing, I was all set last night. It was TV time, right? And I'm sitting here like this, and then she's handing me stuff, kissing, rub back, and then next thing I know, I had to go to the bathroom, and I came back, and she's already changing channels. I was like, I thought you was going to sleep. Okay.
That was a quick change, huh?
Yeah. So my TV time last night was shortened.
So you gotta learn.
Because
You gotta learn to do your bathroom break before.
Well, no, I could go watch TV in the living room on the big TV. It was just we're both in the bedroom, so we watch it on the bedroom TV.
Right.
So I mean, sometimes that's kind of cool because I watch the reality TV she watches.
Mm-hmm.
Like she watches what is it, Love After Lockup. And the thing is crazy is they actually wait. They actually have some people from up here, like in Snohomish County, where I live at, man. Like over in Snoho, man. They've got there was a couple over there a couple of seasons back, and I'm like, man, this is just bizarre.
Maybe we should start a reality drone show.
I thought that's what we were doing now. That's what this is.
Okay, that is it. Okay.
That's what this
Yeah,
is.
but what's the reality though?
Hey, the craziness that we come up with during the
Okay.
show. Well, because, you know as well as I do, and we've all talked about it, this year is not going to be a huge drone year. And I'm going to bring this up now because we got a few minutes left. Lawrence on his show.
The drone, Bill?
Not going to be the year. You're going to be the year of the drone pilot.
Okay.
Not the drone.
I like that.
The drone pilot. 2023, the year of the drone pilot.
And software.
Okay, yeah, I can deal with that. Yeah. Well, we'll never know because it could be AI or it could be an actual drone pilot. Will you know the difference?
Oh,
That's
Bill,
the
can I
question.
interrupt you for a quick second? Guess what? I got approved today. I got an email from Microsoft. I'm approved to get the Bing AI. I'm in.
Ooh.
I didn't click the link and done anything yet,
Well,
but I got it. I'm in.
Okay,
I'm in.
as soon as they send the Neuro skull cap, go ahead and put it on and upload your Essence to the Ethernet.
Or wait for the firmware update. I may need the app too. I may need to get the app.
I'm still on the wait list.
It'll come up on the heads up display on your glasses.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Any more
Sorry, but I
squirrel?
interrupted you with that Bing update, that big AI thing, a Bing update. But
the other didn't. Which one was it? Was it the AI kind of got defensive and started getting mad at people?
Well, Microsoft
There's
they
these
did.
videos
They
of
restricted.
this big one,
They
right?
restricted some kind of a use of the AI, but now they've already kind of pulled back a little bit, and they're going to let you do more already with it.
Well, and then you got the people that are figuring out how to hack that, right? Like one
Wait
guy
a minute.
figured out
So
what
the AI got defensive, and they did something. Did they lobotomize the AI already?
They only allowed so much access to it, so many hours.
They
a day.
lobotomized the AI, and it's not even alive yet, man.
I like the people that
They
figured out
found
the rules
that chat thing has written like hundreds of books on Amazon already. There's hundreds of books for sale on Amazon that is written by chat. The chat GPT or Z or whatever it's called.
Right.
Chat GPT.
YouTube videos, presentation.
Wait a minute. So, did publishers actually give them money?
No.
So
Well,
the creators
yes,
of Chat
yeah.
GPT got checks for all those books?
No,
No,
not
The
ChatGPT.
person that told chat to write the book.
Yeah.
How? How could? But the thing about it, okay, to me it would seem.
drones, and then it's published under your name.
But it seems to
But-
me that would be.
You've never heard of a ghostwriter, Bill?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Exact same
But
thing.
but the thing about it is, if
second billing,
but if you give it, say, I'm here's the thing: how extensive of a description are you going to give it, and then turn it loose to write the book? There's a difference between a ghostwriter because you're involved. I mean, I guess you could actually rewrite portions of what you didn't like of the book, and then tell it to rewrite upon those bases.
I'm sure
So
they
yeah,
are.
you could. So yeah, you could do it that way. But think about it this way: suppose you gave it just a basic idea, like Caleb and I were making jokes about. Bob's talked about himself. You can just feed it a basic idea, and it'll give you like tons of information, tons. And you could you could technically say, okay, I want you to write a book about a reality show based on drones, technology, and software, and turn it loose, and you might get a 13-chapter book. You never know.
It may be a bestseller.
Well, that's my whole
you
point.
Do know when you tell it, give me a 13-chapter book.
Yeah.
What it ends up being is the prompt maker is then responsible for the book content. So you have to write a really good prompt. I mean, if you write a 17-paragraph prompt, did you just write a book? No, you didn't. But you gave it a lot of instructions to write exactly what you wanted. Now, to take things even one step further, you can ghost write the publisher for Amazon, which means basically you give Amazon the book without ever having published a physical copy. And if anybody buys it, Amazon will print the copy for you and then send it. Now, not only that, but there's people writing books. There's people writing children's books because you can also just be like, hey, take this paragraph and make a picture. And then
Did you like it?
A picture book. So
he had to write a new theme song for his channel.
Yeah, you can do all sorts of stuff.
Well, you know,
Yeah,
I always wanted to write the Great American Novel when I was a younger person. So now it may actually happen now that I have this great ghostwriter working for me.
Yeah.
You could do that as your first mission with the Microsoft Bing chat thing.
Just
Yeah,
don't
There's a
get
lot of
angry.
fear.
Just don't
There's a
I'll
lot
send
of
you an
fear.
autographed copy of the book.
And rightfully so. But one thing that people don't really talk about a lot is how about all those people that have really fantastic ideas, but they can't write worth a damn? Now they do get to write books.
That's me. That's me.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
sure,
there was
does
a
it take away
video.
from
There was a
linguistics?
video talking about some of the dangers of the Chat GPT and that people are making presentations. It's basically building a platform for presentations or whatever you want to give a speech. It'll write it for you, but then people don't have any. I guess they're being seduced by it, thinking they're going to make $1 million from a presentation, and it's like, well, you gotta give presentations for a living before you get monetized. You can't just be like, Joe Schmo off the block. I'm going to make a presentation on quantum physics. I don't have a quantum.
You
physics
can lie your
PhD.
ass off into a lot of positions. The problem
Yes.
I was
is,
gonna
after
say,
about 3
I was
months-
gonna say, we got a really good example right
in
now.
about 3 months, you're gonna get caught and you're gonna look real dumb.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyway, since we've all talked about this, tonight we've had the family thing and everything. What I want to do next week, as we've talked about before, we don't really think, or I personally don't believe this is the year of the drones. I don't think we're going to come out with a whole lot of consumer drones. I don't think we're going to see much from Autel. I really and truthfully don't think we're going to see how much from DJI. Lawrence earlier on his channel was hinting that there was something on Twitter that DJI posted like on the 17th of February that showed a girl whispering into the ear of a guy, and she just said, Mavic. And then they show a picture of the arm and his hair, the arm, the hairs are all standing up and he's got goosebumps all over his arm. Well, he's under the impression that means they're about to release the Air 3. And so that's the lead in that they're teasing us with. And my point out was, I said, here's the thing. Those guys just spent a lot of money on their girlfriend on February 14th and got her some pearls or diamonds or whatever. And he got, so a couple days later, she's so happy. She's so pleased. She said, okay, baby, here's my Valentine's present to you. You can buy a Mavic. And that's why he was all, ooh, kind of like, when you give the girl the gift that she wants on Valentine's Day, she's like, ooh. So that's his ooh moment. That's what I got out of it. But he's thinking, what do you think, Caleb? I saw you doing this one.
Well, it can't be the Air 3 if it's a Mavic because the Air and the Mavic are separate lines.
Good point.
They dropped the word Mavic
Good point.
on the
So it would have
consumer
to be
drones.
the Mavic 4 or Mavic 3 Pro Plus or something.
That's what they're saying there. And the other one was a Mavic 3 Pro. So okay,
I've heard Mavic 3 called Mavic 3S also.
Mavic 3.
That's not true,
So is
though.
that still a Pro model or
That's
a
just what
lower
somebody's
model?
calling it. That's not real.
Oh no, that's probably better because remember Air 2 and the Air 2S is better, so an
Yeah.
Air 3S would be better. But that's complete rumor. But Bill, what we do know is coming is the Inspire 3.
Yeah, we know that. And
posted. It's in the hands of the testers right now, so we'll see Inspire 3.
but will very many people here on the panel be able to afford it?
Well, Bill, I was thinking see if you could give a loan out, a long-term loan.
I don't even think they would give me a loan.
Has anybody else here had an Inspire?
No.
I've
No.
seen one.
I hate it.
I've
out of
seen
everything
one, too.
DJI has made more than anything. And the fact is it's a great platform. The problem is DJI doesn't support it ever with anything. There's like one gimbal and 3 different cameras you can buy for this awesome Matrice-like platform. What's the point? You can take everything that it can do with basically a Mavic 3 now. So just buy a Matrice or an M330T. It just doesn't make any sense. And what's going to happen is they're going to make this Inspire 3 and they're going to be like, it's great, it's awesome, it's got 50 minutes of flight time and it can haul 10
And it's
pounds.
$22,000.
And then next year they're going to be like, by the way, we're not releasing anything new for it ever again. Thanks for buying our $20,000 worthless machine.
Caleb, it's
I
still the
hate
go-to
the Inspire
drone.
series.
Still the go-to drone for cinematography, though. Period.
Yeah, just go buy a Matrice and you can put any payload on it you want. It doesn't make any sense.
What's the so can you put Inspire payloads on a Matrice?
Actually, I think there are mods that let you do exactly that.
Okay, so exactly, you're going to have a more versatile platform with the Matrice.
Yeah.
So
The
yeah,
Inspire
I
was
get
built
that.
to be
So
this super versatile platform, and then they just never did anything with it, and they screwed everybody that bought one.
night, sleep well, buddy. Have a good one. Thank you for coming in.
Good night.
Oh wait,
My
Ray's
bad.
saying yes, Mavic 3 Pro. Okay, here's my question. What the hell is it going to have that the 3 don't have? That's
What's
going to
gonna have
make
that
it a
the 3
Pro?
Cinna doesn't have.
Yeah, because the only thing, I mean, even Cine. Wait a minute, even Cine. Okay, Ron's getting ready to take off, guys. Thank you, Ron.
Hi, everybody.
Glad to have you.
Thank you,
Ron's
Ron.
pulled some
Ron.
double duty tonight, so he's probably.
tonight, and I'll see a lot of people at the meetup.
Hey, Ron.
I won't be on the show next week. I'll be traveling. I'm going a month early to the meetup, so I'll be on the road next Wednesday. But I'll see
Snowbird.
you guys in 2 weeks. Good night.
All right, see you in 2 weeks, Ron. Get some rest.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ron. And did you see this? There's a rumor that the SDK will be out for the Mini 3 in April.
Now, is that DJI giving it waypoints, or is that getting waypoints through like Lychee, where
That's
you're
what
getting
that's
the
what he's
weird
saying.
stick
Third party,
movement
yeah.
again?
So third party's going to get it.
I don't understand why they won't give waypoints to their drones. It's so dumb.
Well, they did give it to the 3
They do.
finally.
Mavic 3.
The 3 does have it now.
So
Yeah, the 3
how
has
much
it now.
processing power do you
Yeah.
think it takes to do that?
Waypoints?
How much processing power does
Okay,
it
so
take to
Because
do
that's what
waypoints?
DJI says the problem is. Yeah.
we're thinking.
Well, I mean, but the data, this GPS location at this altitude with the camera pointing in this direction, this is a brief text document.
Yeah. That's like nothing. And that's what DJI says stop them from putting waypoints in.
Well,
They
okay,
just want
what?
you to buy the 3 or the
See,
Pro. that's
see,
it.
Drace. I guess Drace thinks that the Inspire 3 is only going to be 10 grand. We seriously believe it's going to be 20 grand, and it's going to be limited on what, like Caleb was saying, it's going to be very limited on what you can put on it and use it. So we're just saying that the investment in the Matrice M300 is going to give you a more versatile bird that you can put more payloads on and get more business work out of. We're not saying that it's overall better. Like Caleb is saying, it's the Inspire series is kind of a wasted platform. Do they put as much effort into supporting the Inspire series as they do the Matrice series? I don't think so.
And I'd
So
like to
that's
point
my-
out you can get a Matrice 210 for $10K. So
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying that's what that I wasn't. I get what he doesn't think it's going to be that expensive. He thinks it's only going to be like yeah. So he's saying yeah. Okay, so he's saying between 15 and 18. So yeah, that's why we were saying that. Why not? It's kind of like my question is, why would somebody want to pay the money to buy a Mavic 3 Classic when we know that DJI they built the drone in the first place? So if they send out a refurb drone, it's pretty much new, even if it might have a scratch on the outside. Other than that, it's a new drone. So why not pay, what was it, like $50 more and get the telephoto lens? You know?
I think it was, yeah, exactly.
So I'm just, it's and just like we've got the Mini 2 SE, which is like everybody's calling it a parts bin drone. I think Dre called it a parts bin drone. I think many people call it a parts bin drone. It's just it seems like I said last week, it's the one niche that DJI doesn't have a drone to drag money out of. It's like so thin. And then we're talking about bringing in like we were talking about bringing in possibly the Air 3, or now we're bringing in the Mavic 3. So how much is the Mavic 3 Pro going to cost, and what's it really going to have that the drones we have right now don't have that's going to make it a Pro? What could it possibly have? They're not going to put a bigger sensor on it. We've already got the zoom lens on the original Mavic 3. What are they going to put on it that's going to... Okay, and what was it? It was $2,000 for the original Mavic 3. I know it's come down some now, but still... So the Mavic 3 Pro is going to be at least $2,300 to $2,500. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? It's going to make it a Pro.
Do you think the
Fly
Pro is
for an
going to
hour
be
and a
more or
half.
less than the Cine?
Now,
Yeah,
what now? Say that
exactly.
again?
Do you think the Pro is going to be more or less than the Cine?
Ooh, that's a good point.
Because that's kind of going to tell you what your answer is. Maybe so many people bought the Cine that they were like, "Hey, we can go one step up."
Ooh, though, but people pretty much figured out that ProRes isn't lossless, and it took them a while. But
oh,
it's
really? That's like the whole point of it. What? Oh no, that's so bad.
Maybe
So,
the
yeah,
batteries.
terrible.
Maybe the batteries
Sucks,
are gonna
man.
The batteries
I just have a
are gonna be
Mavic
good, you can fly
3.
for an hour.
The first time we ever used ProRes, we were so blown away because we thought we could just drop the file into Premiere. But it turns out that every single frame is saved as a picture. So we were doing 60 frames per second with like a 15-minute video, and it ended up being 65,000 pictures for our 15-minute video.
Oh my god!
And we tried to drop that into Premiere, and it was like, what are you talking about? Yeah, so we had to go find a whole new video program just to even try.
You have to use Final Cut,
Actually, we used DaVinci.
It's gonna
Wait a
give you
minute, the Apple
it'll
ProRes
give
is
you a
the
tug
bump.
as well while you're flying.
Okay, so his theory is it's going to be lower price. Again, what the hell are they going to put in it that's going to make it a Pro? What can they possibly put in it that's going to make it a Pro?
So they add Cinema DNG, they make a better telephoto lens, and it gets slightly better light.
Battery.
And
Battery.
a little bit, battery
And a
time.
hot swap battery. That would actually be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. Or dual battery base.
Useless for most
Woo!
Although the thing is the Cine really is replacing a lot of people's video for like big shoots. So making it hot swappable would actually make it almost Hollywood level. 6K ProRes.
Okay, but then so if we put wait. His theory was that the ProRes was the cost in Cine. So he's saying that the Pro is not going to have ProRes.
Take the Pro out of the ProRes.
Yeah,
And
take
it makes
the
the Pro.
take the ProRes out of the Pro.
Yeah, okay. No, it makes sense. Those licenses. So for the Inspire 2, the ProRes license costs about $2,000.
You put a PRO on it and charge $5,000 extra.
All right.
Yeah, it's updated. You get the special firmware. You only use 7/8 as much storage space with this drone.
The Pro is the 3 Classic, except they didn't screw up a couple of the touchpads, so the extra components work.
Is Bob okay? Or is he just? Oh, I thought you
There
was
you go.
asleep.
You awake?
But if you're reading your phone, that's fine.
You know,
That's
it's
not
funny.
now.
He did that. When he tilts his head, your hat makes like an optical illusion. It's like you're wearing a mask or something.
Oh,
No,
really?
You become invisible. You become invisible, man.
Yeah.
We've been up a lot lately here. And do you guys want to meet the newest member of the family?
Oh yeah, sure. And then I gotta go.
She's been sitting next to me because that's the only way she doesn't cry.
Oh,
She's sitting next to me.
And before you run, Bill, I got a single picture to share real quick.
all right. Yeah, that's cool. Oh,
Oh, my
wow!
God.
Hello.
This is Maya.
Hey.
Hi, Maya.
This Maya.
Hi, Maya.
We got her Saturday. She's
I
12
don't want to
weeks
be on
old.
YouTube. You didn't tell me I was going to be on YouTube. I didn't fix my hair.
I just
With a
woke her up.
smile.
Can I have some food?
And
I'll lick
she
your
does
face.
that pretty constantly whenever she's near my face. I don't know, and that was from
Beard residue.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but she loves to lick my face
I'm not
and
sold
bite
on the
my
problem.
fingers. So
Yeah, exactly. I don't see it either. I don't see there's much room
Yeah.
for it. Very
so
cool.
it's been a lot of work and not a lot of sleep. Okay.
Oh, very cool, very cool. And I totally understand. Like I said, Caleb wants to share a picture.
Yeah.
Go for it.
It's just something we talked about. How do I do this share screen thing here?
Present. It's the present button.
That one.
Yep.
It's just this is a picture that I took.
Ah.
There's your
Wow.
nuclear plant. So I mean, we could hang out in any of these big areas. I mean, they got so much space for stuff. And then there's a lot of cool flying. I mean, this
The
picture isn't
towers
too
are-
great because it was pouring down rain that day when I took this picture, but
The towers are 500 feet tall.
yeah, they're huge, man.
Wow.
My girlfriend gets kind of like scared of them when we're a few miles away. All of a sudden, you just see these things that look like mountains.
Were
It's
they
like I
that
said,
tall
like-
to vent the radioactivity away from people?
No, that's all for steam
Cooling?
outlet. Yeah, cooling. That's where the steam comes out.
Huh.
And the actual bottoms are not complete at all. They're actually the
Yeah.
scaffolding, and then it's hollow inside. There's absolutely nothing inside them. They never completed the plant.
It would be cool to fly out of it. Like if you could go straight up.
Well, like I was saying, in order we could all technically fly there if he would hire us for the day, technically, and of course we would have to follow whatever rules he put forth. But then we could all take pictures and then share them, and then it would, like I said. But the whole point is being able. I think just that having as a backdrop. Can you imagine having a drone meetup photo with that as the backdrop?
Even if we're just flying around in those big open fields with that as the background, it's
Exactly.
going to look super
Exactly.
cool.
Oh, were you zooming in for? Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so the other,
Well-
like this one over here, underneath here, it's a pool. It's like 10 feet of water the whole way under everything. Because they never finished it. They basically started building it, and then people started to freak out about nuclear, and they lost their grant, and they just never finished. So it's a pretty rad area, and there's a lot of stuff. There's some like ruins over here. There's this little dome thing that's kind of cool. There's a bunch of stuff you can't see from the trees, but it's just it's a rad area. It'd be a lot of fun.
Like I said, and there's, like you said, there's tons of space to where we could actually camp out, throw up some porta johns. I mean, everybody kind of go, air bath for a couple of days, maybe extra deodorant. But, we could actually probably camp out there. Maybe if we could work something out with him. If not, then we could stay. Go ahead.
Oh, you're fine. If we can really work some stuff out, like look at these little roads, we can do some cool chase videos, chase some cars and stuff.
That's what,
Like,
yeah, we could do
there's a
some
lot going on.
serious filming and stuff. Yeah, we could have a blast. They filmed part of two Transformer movies here. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
They did. There was there's
awesome.
one scene where like Megatron's like inside of a tower, hiding out, and it was, they just put him inside it. They just kind of filmed the inside like 360 so that they could put him in it. And then there was another one. I can't remember which one it was. They're driving down the road, and the cop car comes flying up, right, and switches out, and it's literally the road. They did like you're talking about, Caleb. They did a chase scene on the road, and it goes by one of the towers, and they're filming it. But I think it's a reverse view, so I'm not sure. But yeah, there was two Transformer films where actually some of the scenes were shot there, which I thought was super cool.
Oh, they filmed Hunger Games, Divergent, Transformers, Age of Extinction, music videos. There's been a bunch of things filmed here.
So see, that's even that much more to add to the mystique of the Great Pacific Northwest drone meetup.
There's all the water.
Oh, wait, here you we're kicking it up and kicking it back.
Different view, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so underneath it's all just water. So don't lose your drone down into that one. It's gone. They're not going to go push it out for you. And this thing,
we can put a little guy in a dinghy in there before we start flying. Drone coming down!
Yeah, it's a cool area. There's a lot of cool stuff around the area too.
It's like I said, I mean, I love, because like I said, Ron's not here right now, but I have been talking about this would blow all the drone meetups away. I've not seen any drone meetup that would come anywhere close to this kind of backdrop. I mean, this would, I mean, this is what's so cool. Can you imagine getting off the plane and they're like, well, what are you going to do this weekend? I'm going to go fly my drone at a retired nuclear plant. Well, is your drone going to be glowing when you come back? I don't know. You want to check it?
I hope so.
All right. Thank you very much, people. I'm going to roll around the room with the remainder of the people here. Let me... Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Pull this back out. And we're going to roll around the room, see what everybody's up to, what they've got going on for the next week. And I will end up in telling you all what my plan is for next week. First, I will start with Angel.
Well, thank you everybody for coming. Always a pleasure. I'm looking forward to the meetup this weekend on Mercer Island, and just putting out videos when I have the chance. I did 2 recent drone videos. Flew with Lance and John Riper is a lot of fun, and Seattle. And we'll see you all next week.
Ah, very cool. And Bob.
Thanks, everybody. We restarted the Old Fart Talk Show
every week now.
Earlier.
Is it every week
Wednesday.
Now? All right.
First time we did a show 7 days after the last one, and it went well. And I'm kind of liking the new format where we do 1 or 2 interviews. We had 2 guys on today. And then we break out into an open forum. So it was a lot of fun, and I hope everybody continues to enjoy it.
Very cool, Michael Wright.
Thank you for having me on the show. I enjoyed it tremendously. Planning on getting some flying done this weekend.
And getting all wound up and ready.
From the Tech Drone Workshop.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I meant to ask you about that. Who all did you get to meet down there?
Oh, I got to meet... Well, I've flown with him before again, but met with Ken Dobo, Billy Kyle.
Yep.
Met with Kenji Sakahari. He came down and did the cinematography course, and he was saying he uses Inspire 2 and some even on the low budget films, Mavic 3. Vic Moss, he was fantastic. Then there's Jared Yanacek. He does mapping at Dallas Fort Worth. He did a mapping course.
Well, it sounds like a really cool event.
It was
I don't think we're
John McBride with Autel.
Yeah,
I got to fly his. It's all automatic, but
I saw a picture of. Yeah, I saw a picture of John with Geo. With and I told him, I said, "You's paying too much attention to that drone. I bet he was hitting on Geo."
I got it on my website, on my YouTube site as well.
And I saw the picture of you and Billy.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I took a picture of Billy back in 2019. I said, it's been 5 years. Time to do it again.
Well, see, the thing that's wild is I've known Billy for 8 years now, going on 9 years, and I've never met him face to face. Now, we've talked on the phone a bunch. We've, chatted a bunch, but we've never met face to face. Hopefully sometime this year it'll work out. Maybe I can fly up there or he'll fly out here. We'll have to wait and see. Let me see. Bob. I got Bob coming up. I'm not trying to be mean. I got to get off.
Okay.
No, go ahead, Bob. I was not trying to. I was trying to
I
apologize.
already thanked everybody for my.
Yep. And Caleb, I got to go. Caleb, and then we'll be good.
What's going on with us? Lots of little stuff. We recently did a fly through of the Washington Convention Center, which is going to be pretty cool. So check out YouTube's for any of that stuff coming up soon. The meetup this weekend, Saturday, Pacific Northwest Drone Club, Mercer Island. That's going to be a lot of fun. So anybody that wants to check that out, I'm sure we'll end up with a lot of cool video from that too. And then keep your eyes out for the late July, early August, first ever yearly drone club meeting, Pacific Northwest, Sats Up Nuclear Plant. We're going to do it.
Yeah. It would be cool if we could pull that off.
I honestly, I bet by then we're going to have like 30 people in our group showing up every month. And
that's possible.
It's going to be like 40 people.
All right, and what I wanted to say is next week what I want to do, it's not the Star Trek theme or anything like that. I know, like we were talking about, we don't have a whole lot of consumer drones coming out this year, so that kind of cuts down on what we can talk about. And I know we talk about software a lot. We talk about, photo software. We talk about video software a lot. But what I thought would be cool next week is what other hobbies do you have outside of the drone community? I personally would always said over the past few shows that I have picked up collecting Hot Wheels again. So my segment would be probably about Hot Wheels and what I know about treasure hunts and super treasure hunts and red lines and base lines and stuff like that. So I'm hoping whoever actually joins us next week, I know Ron's going to be on the road, so any of you gentlemen are also welcome to come back if you would. And I also know that there's another gentleman here on the panel that loves collecting Star Trek memorabilia like I do too.
You got that?
So anybody that wants to come on and discuss what other hobbies they have besides drones, I would love, please, get in touch with me on Facebook or leave a message here after the show's over with, or if somebody's watching it on the replay and they actually get to this far into the show, let me know so that we could actually get you on the show and, you could talk about your hobbies next week. And everybody, please think about a hobby to share with everybody next week that doesn't have anything to do with drones. And with that being said, I want to say thank you to everyone, and we'll see you again next week. Live long and prosper, and I'm too late to give a trailer going out, so I'm just going to hit the end broadcast button. Yeah, let the wait a minute. Live long and force be with you.